Libra, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading from the 29th going through to the 4th of September. If you haven't seen the monthly collective monthly reading, it will be linked at the end of this video. If not, you can look at it on our channel. An amazing reading. There's lots of things happening. It has been affecting the readings this week. There's a definite change going on. And within that change, there's lots of opportunities as well. There is also moments where it's going to be quite difficult. So let's just see what's going on with your sign. And it ties into the eclipse readings that I did in Taurus season, because that season of eclipse is going to be coming to an end in October. And this change that's initiating in September, I think will roll right through to the end of October at least. We'll have to see how things progress. Within your reading for this week, you've got a lot of things going on in the here and now at the moment. So a lot of things going on in the interaction with society that is around you. It seems to be really sort of busy. You're going to be, and the thing is, you're coming into your autumn and it might be overwhelming for you. I don't think that busyness comes from within. I think it's more without. So there's a lot of changes of the world around you. Your guides here are almost bringing it back into you. So they're trying to help you to focus on you, on what fits and what sits with you. You are in your autumn period. As I said, it's the moment that your energy flows a lot slower. You're in your last season before your birthday season. So you're going to be focusing a lot more on your emotions and what sort of experiences you want to have and what sort of relationships you want to have. So it might slow down on the business front this coming week. Be very slow down so that it just ticks over very nicely for you. Okay, let's just see what the overall energy is for you here. Bring it on home. Let's get that healing done. Let's get that respite from society that is the outside. This is the thing with the Astroflower, and the way I do readings. So we've just got a message coming through, sort of saying, healing, relax, slow it all down, take it inside, take it back to you, and everything like that. If you do that, you'll actually be able to progress a lot easier and a lot quicker, and you will get a lot more results if you take yourself out of the mess which we call society at the moment, with governments, religions, and money, and just general society that is, big business as well. They all seem to have lost their way. They all seem to be running around like headless chickens at the moment. And I think that's not good for you, Libra, simply because you're so sensitive. And I think it's bringing it back into you, streamlining a lot of things, so you can actually progress a lot quicker without getting caught up in all the malarkeys that's going on around us. Okay, let's just see what's going on in your relationship side. Having faith in the long-term plan. As I say, there's a lot of changes, a lot of movement around us at the moment as individuals within the collective. And that movement there is testing you a little bit in regards to your relationships. Knowing the satisfaction that you get of being infused with the people around you that make you feel happy and bubbly. And it's having faith in that. Having faith in those people that are around you, having faith in yourself, I think. It's a change of fortune. I think this is it. Having faith. I think they will return a lot more towards you. And I think this is where the guides are trying to bring it in, so you can actually feel that you are on your path. It could be a change of fortune. So like if you have been looking for a relationship, this will be a good opportunity to get out there. But make it, this is about you. You want the relationship. So getting out there and involved in the world around you is going to change your fortunes. If you're already in a relationship or within your families and etc., it's bringing those people into, allowing those people to come into your fold that actually provide you with that happy, passionate vibration that you have lots within you. And just being patient with the outside world, because it's like someone who's just coming off the street, out the cold. It's going to take them a bit of time to warm up, so they may not want to take their jacket off straight away, that sort of thing. And it's just giving them space, giving people time to actually approach you, to be in your world rather than you having to be in theirs. And it's going to provide a lot of a good change of fortune for you. Let's see how the universe sort of like is influencing that karmic message. It's all about position and direction. It's almost as if you've got like a compass. They're giving you the direction in life. And it's, yeah, you may have to look at things differently. Normally you're so busy, Libra, running around, trying to do everything, trying to calculate everything. And this is what bringing it back into you is about. Yeah, you can now use that mental side to calculate where you're going, what sort of experiences you want to do and everything like that. But you've got to feel it as well. And it's feeling it through your emotions, feeling it through your physical body, may be a new way of looking at things for you. And this is how the universe is trying to create that change of fortunes within you, within regards to your relationships, to make you feel a lot more at home with yourself, first of all, and then at home with everything that is around you. I didn't read the guys, did I? But they are nurturing it. They're nurturing that sort of, that ideas of what you want to live as an experience after your birthday. Okay, and that is coming, it's barreling down the line towards you. And as it barrels down the line towards you, it's bringing it back in. As I said, the energy is bringing it back in so you can see things differently. You can really feel those opportunities and the clarity that it will give to your mental side of life as you work it out. So your guides are really sort of trying to help you nurture that sort of change within you. So use that powerful change and that quick moving energy to almost clear out the dead wood, as it were. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic message, the subconscious, and the conversation that is within you. Be friendly to everyone. You should have been networking over the past sort of like 2 or 3 weeks, but being friendly with everyone, but not necessarily taking it all on board. So they're acting like a filter on you. So stopping you from sort of getting involved in other people's stories that are just going to cause you a headache, basically. Do you know, out of every single sign, you're the last sign I'm reading, right? Out of every single signs, this card has come up 10 times. 10 times. And I shuffle and I shuffle and I shuffle. I can't shuffle anymore. I really, but it's come up in everybody's sign, and it gives the same message every time. And it seems to be this sort of thing here. It's smiling to people, being very nice to people. Don't get caught up in their madness. And because that's going to stop you from feeling trapped. It's going to allow you to see clearly the change of fortunes that is within you in order to get the best out of life. Amazing, really. What's going on and how it's dovetailing all the things across the world, basically, within everybody. So yeah, be there, be open, but don't necessarily get involved in other people's stories, because you've got to streamline. You've got to allow yourself that space and time in order to get in, to get into the flow that is you. Okay, let's just see what's going on the business side. You know how it works, then therefore you've got to turn the car on with a key, you've got to put it in gear and what have you. it's allowing the mechanics of the car to just take you on. You can then concentrate on how fast you go around the corners, the feeling of driving, basically. But it's allowing the mechanics to just sort of do it. You know how to do what you do. And if you know how to do what you do, you can just allow it to tick over for you. If you're looking for a job this week here, I would just concentrate on your strengths. What is the most, you take a list, you make 2 or 3 strengths that are within you, and you can then look for the job that is going to play into your strengths. It will give you the biggest opportunity to get the job and move on. Okay, so yeah. The Emperor, he's already conquered an empire, and he just needs the empire to sort of rule itself, and he needs to be that ruler. That's what the Emperor does. He just allows things to happen, but whilst having complete and utter control over the situation. And I think this is within your businesses is like this. Let's just see how the universe is trying to guide you. Solid growth, almost fair exchange. It's like, you could have been doing lots of things within your job or within your business or your project, which sort of like pushes the boundaries a bit, helps you a lot in progression. And now it's a case of looking at all that progression that's happened and seeing what actually provides for you and gives you the benefit. That is that healing moment. That is that moment of you can sort of kind of go calm. Okay, that's working well. That's not working so well. It's asking me a lot of effort to do little return. And it's going to make things very clear for you how the success of what you've had over the past sort of like 3 or 4 weeks, and it's been very good for you, I think, Libra. With that success over the last 3 or 4 weeks, what is the taking that moment of calm and tranquility will give you that satisfaction or confidence in where you're going. And that confidence will sort of grow within you as you get closer to your birthday. And when you get to your birthday, then you can then push in the directions that are really beneficial for you. Okay? Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic message. You are very good at what you do when you just go ahead and do it. So you don't think twice about it. Overthinking things can be difficult. This is it. Just don't go ahead and do it. Manifest it. Manifest your future. This is where you're coming up to your birthday. You should know what you want to do in the way of jobs, because that should have been the month before. That should have been Leo season, where you sort of calculate where you want to be, where you want to be going, where you want to live, what sort of activities you do. Now it's a case of manifesting it within your meditation, within your energy, basically. And that you're going to need calm. You're going to need good retrospective about how things have progressed on. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that conversation that's within you. It's almost as like the society or the world around you, like everybody else, is a raging river of change at the moment. And all you need to do is to dip a cup into that water and just collect the water that you need. You don't need to deviate the river. You don't need to jump in the river. You just need to take from it. So taking from what your success over the last 3 or 4 weeks, within you, you're going to sort of say, now I've got that money, how can I spend it wisely? How can I do it? And that's it's being wise about it, about life, and taking what you need out of life. The Queen of Cups, she's sitting at the tree of knowledge, which is that big raging river that's just outside your door, as it were. And all you need to do is just to sit down, be calm, realize that you've got protection from a higher source, and that seems to be flowing through you, where you could just take what you need from that flowing river, take what you need from that tree of life, and feel absolute confidence within you. you're a really good manifester. Is that the right word? You're really good at manifesting things, Libra. So I would really get onto that sort of side of life. It's going to help you enormously going forward. And it could bring in major changes because you're simplifying things. Let's just see how the overall energy is sort of playing out. What's the outcome of this and leading into the following week? That last week we had that double wave within you that's coming together in a point. So it's like the accumulation of the two waves as they come together, and they're coming together in a point section rather than one wave actually taking on another wave. They're literally coming in together and making a real pinnacle moment for you this week. A realization, I think, more than anything else. The Ace of Hearts. You're gonna feel like that success is yours and it's within your taking. That's that cup I was talking about when you dip it into the water and you take it for you. And it's combining on those both things on both sides. I think the best thing for you, the best thing you can do is literally simplify the things so you don't get trapped or feel yourself constrained by the charade which can be society at the moment, because it is a little bit like a headless chicken. And I would not look to society like big business, governments or religions to give you the solutions at the moment. Not at all. I would look more towards the direction of the solution that is coming from within. There you go, Libra. There is loads of links in the description below, also to our sister channel, Cymatic TV, also to our Instagram, but there's also your flower down there. We also do personal readings, which you can get a link to in the description below. In the meantime, Libra, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.